Hello, wonderful people. Good evening. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, today's news is all about politics. I'm somehow excited because I'm beginning to feel we have somebody in the eastern part of Nigeria, somebody who can represent us in the government or in any political affair, especially in Nigeria. Yeah, today after listening to Senator Eyinnaya Abaribe, I feel like, oh my God, this is another Nnamdi Kanu in action. Yeah, since after the shorty of Nnamdi Kanu, after meeting Nnamdi Kanu, I think he really changed. He never disappointed. He always stand on his words. You know, I watched their interview today on a television with the spokesman from President Garba Shehu. So I understand that he's a strong man. Even Garba Shehu feel a little bit scared because the way he responds to Garba Shehu, honestly, it's not a joke. Garba Shehu understand that this man really mean business. Yeah, you can't just come out and say your brother, you say, oh, my brother is a thief and your own brother is innocent, and you expect him to just keep quiet and be looking at you just like that. I will not speak long because I want you to listen to the all conservation. I want you to listen to what they said, to the conversation between him and the Garba Shehu and the Channel TV. I want you to listen to the interview. I will not speak long, then I'll speak at the end so that I'm going to analyze it at the end so that you will understand my own opinion. For your own opinion, you can tell me in the comment section. And I will also say, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and help me to share the video. And again, give the video a thumbs up. So now I'm going to play the video, and I'm going to play the video from my iPad. So you're gonna listen to it because I have to be careful because of copyright issue.
Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity. Good morning and thank you for joining us today. Well, unfortunately, these scenarios are playing up in different parts of the country. The most recent happens to be that in Ibadan. But there are huge concerns about the role of the federal government. I mean, several people have said the federal government is not doing what it ought to do to address these problems, and that's why people think they can take laws into their hands. Some people say they're absorbing certain persons from at least facing the full wrath of the law. So yes, you released a statement not long ago, but could you tell us what practical steps is the presidency thinking about, or are they going to be taking to ensure that whoever is found to be violating the laws in any part of the country faces the law?
So the president is more than concerned about the ongoing situation, and he is fully conscious of the fact that it is the responsibility of his government to work with all Nigerians to secure life and to stop the ongoing crisis, whether they are kidnappings or now the new line of it is ethnic hatred and violence. Yes. He condemns it and does not support it, and the fact now is, having spoken against it, condemned it follows that all security agencies must take their line of action from the president's remark and do that which is necessary, which is to stop the escalation of this mutation of violence that is being witnessed in some parts of the country, and ensure that it does not go beyond where it has been recorded. And secondly, also, it is for community leaders, everyone, local, and traditional, and the elected people. They must work with the president. I have heard these senators saying so much that is untrue about the president, and this is not how to solve the problem. When some actors in the country, in the political space, look, there is no big criminal in this country without a big man behind him. When you unlock the door for one of the country's biggest criminals to bolt away, and then you convince the judge that no, it is the army that let him go. So you that bailed him, there must be trust between yourselves. Bring him back. Let him come and face justice. So to now say president is doing nothing is because there is impunity.
Please permit me, I have to laugh because These Fulani people, I don't know what they take. I don't know what they call themselves. He's talking about Nnamdi Kanu. He's a big criminal. I will not speak. Let me just keep quiet. Just keep watching.
It is in the country because they are big men, VIPs.
But Mr. Gaba, if you could speak to this impression that lots of people hold out there. I mean, the people who we've heard say that to us off the camera. First, they talk about herdsmen of Fulani extraction who bear AK-47. They talk about herdsmen of Fulani extraction, whether they're from outside the country, who are kidnapping people. And then giving the real Fulani herdsmen a bad name, and people can't usually separate some of this, and so they lump everybody together. How is the presidency dealing with that narrative? Because there's a school of thought that believes that the government is not addressing that specifically.
Let me tell you that the country's military, as we speak, as a matter of fact, is overstretched because they are active in at least 34 of the 36 states of the Federation, including the FCT. The Air Force, the police, they are recruiting day and night. People are being trained in special operations and they're being sent to the forest.
We seem to have lost your feed, Mr. Shu, but let's toss to Abuja before we sort that out and come back to you in a moment. Okay.
Well, you had the accusation there. I mean, he was very categorical when he talked about, well, maybe he didn't mention your name, but I'm sure that you were very sure and clear that he was referring to the fact that you stood bail for Nnamdi Kanu, who is nowhere to be found as we speak.
I never expected anything else. Actually, you see, this is just one of the things that make it difficult for us to have a conversation. For a country that is undergoing this type of problems that we are undergoing, at every point you want to have a conversation. Then somebody from the presidency turns around and becomes personal. You understand? And let me educate Garba Shehu. A judge said, you need a senator to stand shorty. And I did. And the military attacked the man before the day he was to come to court. And he escaped for his life. Then turning around, you stood shorty for a criminal. What makes him a criminal?
Simple question.
That is carrying.
Simple question. What makes me a criminal? He is the one that Nnamdi cannot finish Nigeria. Nnamdi, you're a godsend. Let's continue watching.
And saying, I want another country. Is he carrying AK-47 in the bush and kidnapping people and killing people? So that is why it's always very difficult to have a conversation. The reason is that at all times, when you want to have this conversation, there's a fallback to okay, this is the situation, so why should we listen to you?
What we cannot run away from right now is that there is a rhetoric of suspicion, a rhetoric of distrust. That is prevalent even amongst the elite. I mean, this morning we're seeing in one of the papers, governors at war. That is also there right on the front pages. And we're beginning to see the results of the hate, of the suspicion, and of the distrust being manifest, as we saw in Shasha, in Ibadan, as we also saw in some parts of the East, even though that has not been confirmed. The video clips we saw of people called the Eastern Security Network going to the bushes and burning settlements of, perceived enemies. Isn't that a problem?
I think it is. And I think that what we need to do is always to have a conversation to be able to lower this tension. It is not a conversation of one person always pointing accusing fingers on people when suggestions are being made on how to de-escalate the tension that we have. It is this insensitivity that is leading everybody to say, okay, if you're not willing to listen to me, let me arm myself. That is all that we're seeing. I'm very happy that Garba Shehu said the president is concerned. So fine, he is concerned. Can he come out and tell Nigerians, I am concerned? That is what Wole Soyinka recommended.
Well, let's go to Lagos.
Nigeria journalism is a mess. It's a shit. You know, Abaribe just hit her in a very hard way. She don't have any response. She now want to send it to Lagos. You see, sometimes I wonder, it's Mawe and Co. They are from southern Nigeria. They know what is going on. They know everything. Why are they hiding? Why are they protecting Fulani? They knew that these people are not Nigerians. Let me not go further in analyzing. Let us finish listening to them first.
Now, I think we can pose that question to the president's spokesperson, Chamberlain.
Well, yes, Mr. Shehu, can you just go straight and address that one? The president is concerned clearly, but people want to hear him, not just through a statement, but through his face and voice.
When Femi Adesina or myself speak for the president, people should accept that it is the president that is speaking. For the president, for this president, for him, it is the actions that should speak for him. He's not a showman. He doesn't have to be there. And for God's sake, let's be understood. We're not trying to personalize anything. Senator Abaribe dwelled a lot attacking President Buhari, saying that President had never, even at a rhetorical level, spoken against this kind of violence. That is most uncharitable. So we are not personalizing. People should not personalize. This country has problems. It requires the involvement of everyone. All hands must.
You see, he be the one to start the game. Abaribe now respond. He now say Abaribe is personalizing it. How is Abaribe personalizing this? You said Abaribe bailed a criminal, a thief. Abaribe now respond to him that Nnamdi Kanu is not a thief. He now say Abaribe is personalizing it. Nigeria is a big joke. Let's continue listening.
On the deck to solve these problems. Yes. Community leaders have a role. Senators have a role. Everyone has a role.
Yeah, well, talking about the roles of people, some expect some very strong voice from the president, both in words and in body language. A number of people would say that sometimes it's the body language of the president that is communicating something wrong. For instance, there's a reference that Senator Abaribe made to a segment of Mieti Allah that took ownership of a reprisal attack and nothing happened to them. So, how do you respond to that one?
I think the problem is that we are not following up our stories as media. Otherwise, if you know the thousands of people, and I hope the police command will take, the headquarters of the police will take responsibility and publish the full list of Fulani herders who are undergoing trial in various states, particularly in Benue State. The thing about some of the media is that we are there on day one when the charge is read, and then we turn our back, we move on. But trials are going on, convictions are being made, and the president cannot be complicit.
Do you notice something right now? It's like a channel TV and I'm beginning to, step down in supporting Fulanis in Nigeria. Because if you listen to psychologically, if you listen to Gabashe, you will see how bitter he is. Just the same way the other governor of Bauchi State make a statement. Last time they had a meeting, he was saying that medias are not doing what they're supposed to do. So I think it's like Nnamdi Kanu message is now beginning to affect in channel television's workers. We're beginning to see the effect of it because they're not beginning to reason like people. They're not beginning to follow people. Unlike before, you see this guy, he will never mention Abaribe said. He will twist the topic. But the fear of what is happening even in Yoruba land right now, he himself is not safe. So that's why he make this statement open. why is president not coming out to speak to people? And the Fulani spokesman now try to respond. Let's continue watching. I won't stop this video. I feel like to analyze it sometimes we get to some stage.
Very uncharitable, cannot be complicit in the kind of things that are being said of you.
Well, but that is just one of several issues that have been addressed. There are also those who feel like, look, for instance, we asked a political science professor who said that for the security agencies to do their job, they need the political will. And, you know, a good question will be, whose political will? What's your take on that? Is that to say that the security agencies do not want to do their jobs, or that they are waiting for the president or presidency to agree that they should do their jobs?
Or should they wait for presidency or presidency? Did you see how you correct the English immediately? Because these people have been using our brain for a very long time. He don't know how to defend himself. Because the name presidency started from this channel television. How can you say a person leading a nation supposed to be a president now turned to be presidency? Oh my goodness, Nigerians, we are really, really in a deep shit. Let's continue.
It's happening, and begin to be appreciative of the enormous risks that our security people are taking. They are making it possible for you and I to sleep well because they are exposing themselves on the front lines. So for anybody to say there is no political will, is anybody complaining? Is the IG of police saying he's unable to do his job because he doesn't have support? Look, this president allows you to do your job. Look, people have been found complicit in a lot of wrongdoing in this country. Contract, and the president will never call, say, a minister and say, give this contract to this or that person. So you have the most powerful people in government running the various government departments because the president is not meddlesome. So what does he mean by political will? Well, maybe
we have powerful people in our government. Who are the powerful people? Who are those people that are powerful that cannot listen or think how to solve Nigeria problem? How powerful are they? Are they no go to toilet? Then don't have wives or kids? Who are they? Are they not human being? Are they not eating food? My question is, did they come from another planet? Is it not the same African people? What makes them powerful? This is the question that everybody have to be asking. Who makes them powerful? What makes them powerful? They bought ammunition from US. They equipped themselves from US, France, Russia, UK, and they came to Africa and they say they are powerful. How? How? What makes them powerful? They are just human beings like me and you. They go to toilet, they eat, they shit, they had sex, they do so many things I do. What makes them powerful, Mr. Garba Shehu? Fulani cow brain.
Also other layers of government, local states, and at the federal level, VIPs who they don't want to offend. That is the problem. But nobody will do their job right. And then the president will disown them. It has not happened, it will not happen.
All right, then, Mr. Garba Shehu, we do appreciate your perspective this morning. Thank you for talking to us today.
Thank you very much.
All right, Mapa, let's get the concluding thoughts of the senator.
Yeah, your concluding comment. First and foremost, I'd like to ask you whether or not you would also accept that when the president's spokesperson speak, it's as good as the president.
Well, I don't know where in the world that when a spokesperson speaks, then is the
we are doomed as a people.
president when there are urgent matters of state. When things are okay, and then, of course, the presidential spokesman could be giving you updates and so forth. But you could see, just from the coronavirus issue, no head of state in the world did not come out to talk to their people. None. And some were doing it almost on a daily basis. the insecurity that we are facing is also one of the most critical things that we are facing in Nigeria at the moment. And one would have expected that the president will not be detached and then saying, okay, just talk to us, whatever, the spokesman say that is it. But if that is what they call his style, I think that is not such a very good style for the thing that we are facing today.
It's not style, it's embarrassment.
I understand that you're going to be releasing a book very soon.
Did you see your channel TV? Do you see how she divert the attention of Senator Eyinnaya Abaribe from the real issue, from the real topic to book? They always think they are wise, but we are wiser than them. I will not stop here. I want you to listen to her question. They are debating a strong issue of how to solve the national problem. That the rate things is happening in Nigeria may end up cost us a civil war. Meanwhile, I will not call it civil war because who are we fighting with? Fulani? How many are there? Who are they going to fight? Who and the who? How many are there? Even before they will come from north to south, all of them will die already. So who are they going to fight? So every time they talk about civil war, I don't know where the civil war is coming from. Who is going to fight civil war with them? Because nobody's at home. Fulani, how many are there? Let's continue watching. I want you to see, just listen, you see how she divert the serious issue to useless issue.
I can't wait to see what will be inside the book. But after how many years in public service and still going on, just to have some years left by God's grace, will all of this be chronicled in the book?
Oh yes, I'm starting from my childhood to this point, and I'm 66.
One thing I love about Eyinnaya Abaribe is a very intelligent guy. Sometimes Nigeria issue overwhelmed him. He tried to respond in a matured way. It's not every man, every prominent man will speak the way he do. I can assure you. If you interview people like Ekweremadu or Chimaroge Nnamdi or some southeastern senators, you will find out that they are just garbage. They don't have confidence. They don't know how to twist or put logic in what they're trying to say. This man always use logic to make his way. He will twist it, fabricate it, and they give you so many things to put in your memory. By the time you finish answering it, then you put yourself in a mess. That's why some channel TV presenter don't want to go deeper in some questions because they are going to shoot themselves on the leg. Continue watching.
So I was an independent baby. I was 5 years when we had the independence in October 1960. And there are a few vignettes, a few stories that are told inside there of the possibilities of Nigeria. I told a story about how I became a staff of the Bendel State University. I never knew anybody. I just did an interview. The interview was conducted by the head of department that time, Professor Lambo, who used to be a minister. How I became a staff of SCOA through a man called Ifaturoti. Those are the things. Nigeria was better.
Are you still hopeful for this country?
Of course.
Okay, it's a fine place.
I still hope that Nigeria will go back to that, where we don't need somebody calling me to say, please give me a letter so that I can go and get a job.
It's a fine place to live it, Senator. I certainly look forward to the release of that book and the stories that will be written in it. But we have to thank you so much for coming on this morning.
It's my pleasure.
Senator Eyinnaya Abaribe is the Senate Minority Leader.
You see, they say they are journalists, but they don't know what to do. They don't know what to say. Abaribe, the only thing they want all the senators and governors to continue preaching, because it's very, very important to them, is to say that they still love Nigeria. That comment is a very strong word, but many of you people will not understand it. White people they only focus on the main media coming out from any part of the zone that are having problem. Take for instance, if China is having an issue and maybe they are oppressing some poor people in their city, but there's no way the news can get out to the public. International community will not know what is happening. Many of the international organizations always like to focus, to capitalize on international media, especially the strong one from any ethnic or from any country. Let me download it. Let me just put it this way. Channel TV is a main point television from Nigeria, bought by Fulanese. They spend so much money to make sure that these 8 years benefit them to conquer everybody. The reason why Mao want Eyinnaya Abaribe to speak that he still loves Nigeria is to let international community see that this person that they thought he might not be interested in the Nigeria affair, still love Nigeria so much. Many of you may not know this, but we know, because every sitting president, after watching or listening to Nigeria problem, they will go to this interview to explain to you. If you come to, for example, if Nnamdi Kanu go to Washington to complain that, oh, I'm tired of Nigeria, they will present this interview to him. They will say, your brother said they want Nigeria, so why do you say you don't want Nigeria? I hope you're getting where I'm heading right now. If Nnamdi Kanu trying to defend it, they will present the news, this particular interview. Me and you know that Abaribe is a strong man in Eastern Zone. If I'm not mistaken, he is like 4th in command in Nigeria or 5th in command, because even governors are not the same equal with him. He is either 5th in command in Nigeria or 6th in command, if I'm not mistaken. So white people will depend on him. Before I end this long conversation, this long interview, I just want to make this point so that you will understand me clearly. Nigeria journalist is the problem we are facing. The question I keep asking myself every time is this: are they not Southerners? Are they Fulanese? Is Nigeria so sweet? Or is it because they have little opportunity to work in channel television, and maybe they can be earning like 150 or 200,000 every month? So I don't know what always motivates them to be lying and telling international community that all is well in Nigeria. Channel television have a very big role to play in order to destabilize or to bring peace in Nigeria. Majority of international community listen to them. If you know any of them, tell them to change and save soul, because what is about to happen in Nigeria may be the highest civil war on earth. They talk about civil war before, world war before. Nigerians will kill themselves like chicken. I can assure you that. Everybody is very, very angry. In case if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel, give the video a thumbs up, like, share, and a comment. I appreciate your comment. Thank you so much. Wait us for the next analysis.